Alright, hello everybody out there on YouTube. This is 444RR, and if you saw in my dress-up video of Indiana Jones, you saw I have the Grail Diary. Well, I'm going to go into more detail about the Grail Diary. The Grail Diary comes in this really cool packaging. It says Professor Indiana Jones, Barnard College, Hamilton Hall, Grove Avenue, Fairfield, New York. And it also is bound in this really cool rope. Now, I took it out. I didn't actually destroy it. I just opened it from the back. The way the guy who made this for me packaged it, he put it like this. In the movie, Indy rips the packaging. I don't want to do that. The guy who made this for me, by the way, he didn't really make it. He makes these like for a living. He ages the diary, ages the pages, and he makes this Grail Diary. And I contacted him. He said he'd be happy to sell me one. So it's pretty cool. It's got the binding there, the piece of elastic that binds the book. Let's show you some of the inserts that go inside. Now I'm going to show you some of the inserts that I've taken out. Some are actually in the book. Like I'll show you. Whoops, upside down. Some of these inserts are actually pasted in with a glue stick, because they are in the movie, but some are not. So I'll show you some of the ones that are not. This is a franc, France money that they use. Here's 2 train tickets that were in the book. There's a war certificate type thing. It's a wartime. I think it's a little... I haven't read it yet, so I don't know what it is, actually. This is some writing on this side, but on this side it has that famous picture of the Grail Knight going for the Cup of Christ and a leap from the lion's head. Some of the inserts I did leave in because I think they are part of that. They should be left in the book. Like the franc, you don't really see on camera too much. This was actually the hero diary. If you didn't know, they used 2 diaries in the movie. They used close-up shots of the diary was the hero diary. It had more pages and had like more pictures and photos. But in there was one called the B diary where it was for like shots where you'd see the diary be open, but you'd be like all the way back here looking at the diary. So it wouldn't be a complete diary, and it wouldn't have the exact number of pages that the hero diary did. Speaking of this diary, if you want to go see the actual diary from the movie, there is a museum out in California. It's the Hollywood Museum. I don't know the actual name of it, but it's actually in there. It's in the basement of the Hollywood Museum. You can actually go through and they have different props and set pieces from different movies. It's actually in there. But this is a replica. Alright, so I'm going to go through. This is 2 inserts. This is another train ticket and an insurance card. You can see that it actually has the same kind of handwriting that Henry Jones Sr. wrote in the book. And it's got really cool photos. And see, some of the inserts do fall out. This is a really cool insert here. This is the insert, the map with no names. When Indy gives Marcus the map with no names, he's actually giving him an insert. There's 2 maps. There's one in the book, and there's one that's an insert. This is really cool. I like this. Okay, so I'll show you the rest of the book here. Now, I'm not going to show you all the pages, because some do repeat, but the pictures are really amazing in this book. I'm going to skip past a few of these. So that, and if you don't know, if you've never seen Indiana Jones, what happens is he's on the Last Crusade, he's going to look for the Cup of Christ. It's a goblet used at the Last Supper and to catch the blood of Jesus when he was crucified. That's a really cool picture. The attention to detail in this book, as a great archaeologist once said, this belongs in a museum. It really does. This book is so cool. Alright, as I said, I'm skipping through some of the pages. Here's a really cool page. This is in the scene when they're in the library, and he says, he's looking at the stained glass window, and he says, I've seen this before in Dad's diary. And he opens to this page of the diary. And also in here, there's the little slip of paper that has the Roman numerals on it, which is really cool. Again, most of these pages are, you know, kind of duplicate repeats. They do duplicate. This is a really cool picture of the altar where the Cup of Christ is supposed to be sitting on. And so there's just there's the top page of the Grail tablet rubbing. Speaking of the Grail tablet rubbing, that's something I don't have in this because of copyright issues. The maker of this diary couldn't put the Grail tablet rubbing in. But I did buy one off eBay, and I'll show you what that looks like when it gets here. It's transmitting to me. This page would be where Adolf Hitler signs in the movie, but the B diary has the signature of Hitler in it. I'm going to skip past a bunch of these because a bunch of these, like I say, are repeat pages. Here's a picture that you see in the movie. This is the picture when he opens it up, and it's the picture of Jesus being crucified. That picture's above the fireplace, too, in his dad's house. In Indy's dad's house. The map with no names is in here somewhere. I don't really know. I should have marked these pages before I filmed, but I didn't. And then really the last page of this diary that I want to show you, and there's a couple other inserts, like I said. Here's another insert. It's another railway ticket here. But the other page I wanted to show you, it has this page. It has this little blue ticket thing, but it also has the famous page from the movie. This is when they're in the Zeppelin, and he says, when we get to Alexandretta, I know all the words from this movie. I'm terrible. When I get to Alexandretta, there'll be 3 challenges. He takes the little blue ticket and he goes, first, the breath of God. Only the penitent man will pass. Second, the word of God. Only in the footsteps of God will he proceed. Third, the path of God. Only from a leap from the lion's head will he prove his worth. Yeah. I know the whole movie, basically. I know all the quotes from the movie. Also, there's another picture of the, but he also uses this page. You can see him use this page when he's in the temple looking for the Grail, and he's saying the penitent man, penitent man, penitent man, penitent man will pass. And there's also, I think there's a certain number of blank pages in here too, and there's a telegram here at the end. Now, I'm getting 2 other things to go along with this diary. In one of the scenes in Indiana Jones, you can see Indy open to the Grail diary when he's doing the leap from the lion's head, and there's that picture, which I have right here, of the Grail Knight going for the cup of Christ, but it takes up 2 pages of the diary. The maker of the diary said he'd send me that page and I can put it in my diary. Really cool. That's actually only in the B prop diary, but he said he'd send it to me for my hero diary. And also I'm getting the Grail rubbing as well. So this is really cool. It's I'm so glad I got this. It's my Grail diary. This is so cool. You guys are probably wondering how much did it cost, and also you're probably wondering why did I buy it. I bought it just for my dress up day. No, actually I've always wanted this Grail diary. I think it's so cool. And I finally have one. It's like owning a piece of movie history. It's like owning the ruby slippers from The Wizard of Oz or owning the ring from Lord of the Rings. This is like owning a piece of movie history. It's not the actual diary, but it is a replica, but it's the closest thing you'll come to the actual diary without shelling out $20,000 bucks. Because I heard the actual diary from the movie in auction would go for about $20,000 to $30,000. Look, this is a little cheaper than $20,000 to $30,000. You all are gonna. I'm not gonna tell you how much. If you want to know, private message me because I'm not gonna tell you here. Oh man, I look stupid when I went like that. Anyways, private message me. I'm not gonna. I don't want to say it here because you all are gonna be like, why would you spend money for this? But it's like owning a piece of movie history, and this belongs in a museum. It really does. This thing is so cool. So this is my replica Grail diary. It's awesome. It's awesome. It's awesome. I'm so excited. If you want to get this for yourself, there's 2 ways to do it. I'm going to tell you the 2 ways to do it right now. You can do it on eBay. People sell these replica Grail diaries on eBay. But you have to be careful of the people who sell it, because sometimes you can buy a CD to make the Grail diary, and what it is, it's this CD filled with billions of images, and you just get a blank diary like this. They send you a blank diary, a CD, and you print out all the pages, and they don't look as good as being hand-drawn and handmade. So you got to make sure it's an actual handmade diary, not a diary that has been copied off the computer and just the pictures have been pasted in. It has to be handmade like this one is. Second, so you can get it off eBay, but be very careful because you will get fake diaries that don't look as good. I'm not going to tell you the person to contact on this message board, but there's an Indiana Jones message board. And I'm not going to tell you who to contact because I don't want 700 people filling his thing saying, I want these diaries. Because he has to hand make these. And, he has to have the master copy and he has to, do the whole thing, do the whole shabam. So he has to, I don't want people messaging him. But I am going to tell you, you can do a little detective work if you go to indielounge.proboards.com. And I will post that link in the description below. It's indielounge.proboards.com, and you can type in Grail Diary and find out who's selling their Grail Diaries on indielounge.proboards.com. This thing is so cool. It's the Grail Diary. It's awesome. I'm so excited. It's like owning a piece of movie history.